How to get rid of unwanted thoughts, feelings and emotions. 1. Understand that thoughts are not facts. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing every thought that appears in their mind. The truth is that thoughts are not facts. Your mind produces thousands of thoughts every single day, and many of them are automatic, repetitive, and sometimes even negative. If you learn to observe your thoughts instead of reacting to them immediately, you gain power over them. Imagine your mind as the sky and your thoughts as clouds passing through. Some clouds are dark and heavy, while others are light and beautiful, but none of them stay forever. When an unwanted thought appears, instead of fighting it or panicking about it, simply recognize it and allow it to pass. Fighting a thought actually gives it more power, but observing it calmly reduces its influence over your emotions. Many people suffer because they attach meaning to every negative idea that pops into their mind. But the truth is that thoughts are just mental noise most of the time. Learning to detach yourself from them creates emotional freedom and inner peace. When you practice this regularly, you will notice that unwanted thoughts lose their strength and slowly disappear. Your mind becomes calmer and clearer, and you begin to feel more in control of your emotions. If you want to learn more powerful ways to master your mind and build a stronger mentality, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our next video. 2. Stop fighting your emotions. Many people try to eliminate negative feelings by suppressing them. Unfortunately, suppression often makes emotions stronger instead of weaker. When you tell yourself that you should not feel sad, anxious, angry, or disappointed, you create inner resistance. That resistance keeps the emotion alive for much longer than it should. Instead of fighting your feelings, try acknowledging them. When a negative emotion appears, say to yourself, I notice that I feel anxious right now, or I notice that I feel angry. This simple awareness creates distance between you and the emotion. It allows you to process it rather than being controlled by it. Emotions are like waves in the ocean. They rise, reach their peak, and eventually fade away. But if you resist the wave, you end up struggling against it and exhausting yourself. Accepting emotions does not mean you enjoy them or want them to stay. It simply means you allow them to move through you naturally. Over time, this practice teaches your brain that emotions are temporary experiences rather than permanent states. When you accept emotions without fear, they lose their ability to disturb your peace. This approach is one of the most powerful tools for emotional control and mental clarity. If you want to transform your mindset and learn more strategies like this, subscribe to the channel so you can continue improving your mental strength and emotional stability. 3. Control your environment. Your environment has a powerful influence on your thoughts and emotions. The people you interact with, the content you consume, and the places you spend time in all shape your mental state. If you constantly surround yourself with negativity, stress, or toxic individuals, your mind will naturally produce more unwanted thoughts and emotions. One of the fastest ways to improve your mental state is to change your environment intentionally. Spend more time with people who inspire and uplift you. Reduce your exposure to negative news, social media drama, or conversations that drain your energy. Your mind absorbs information like a sponge, and whatever you feed it repeatedly becomes your mental reality. Create an environment that encourages peace, productivity, and positivity. Simple actions like organizing your space, spending time in nature, listening to calming music, or reading uplifting content can make a huge difference in your emotional well-being. When your environment becomes healthier, your thoughts also become clearer and more positive. Remember that protecting your mental space is just as important as protecting your physical health. When you control what enters your mind, you gain control over how you feel and how you respond to life. If you enjoy content that helps you improve your mindset and build a powerful mentality, subscribe to this channel now so you can keep learning valuable lessons that will transform your life. 4. Practice mindfulness daily. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful techniques for reducing unwanted thoughts and emotional stress. Mindfulness simply means being fully present in the current moment instead of being trapped in regrets about the past or worries about the future. Many negative thoughts come from overthinking situations that have already happened or imagining problems that may never occur. When you practice mindfulness, you bring your attention back to the present moment. You begin to notice your breathing, your surroundings, and your physical sensations. This awareness interrupts the cycle of overthinking and emotional disturbance. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing each day can calm your mind and reduce mental noise. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath moving in and out. Whenever your mind begins to wander, Gently bring your attention back to your breathing. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to observe thoughts without becoming overwhelmed by them. Your mind becomes quieter, and emotional reactions become less intense. Mindfulness also helps you respond to situations more calmly and wisely instead of reacting impulsively. As you continue practicing, you will notice that unwanted thoughts lose their power and appear less frequently. If you want to keep learning powerful techniques that help you master your mind and improve your life, subscribe to this channel and join a growing community of people focused on self-improvement. 5. Replace negative thinking with purposeful action. Another effective way to eliminate unwanted thoughts is to shift your focus toward meaningful action. The human mind struggles with negativity when it has too much idle time. When you sit alone overthinking problems without taking action, your mind begins to create unnecessary worries and emotional disturbances. Instead of allowing your thoughts to control you, redirect your energy into productive activities. Exercise, learning new skills, working toward personal goals, and helping others are powerful ways to interrupt negative mental patterns. When your attention is focused on purposeful tasks, your mind has less space to generate harmful thoughts and emotions. Purpose creates clarity, direction, and confidence. It reminds you that your energy is better used building something meaningful rather than worrying about things you cannot control. Every small action you take toward your goals strengthens your mental resilience and emotional stability. Over time, your mind begins to associate productivity with positive feelings, making unwanted thoughts appear less frequently. Life becomes more focused, and your confidence grows stronger. Remember that action is one of the most powerful remedies for mental stress and emotional instability. If you want more videos that help you improve your mindset, develop discipline, and take control of your life, subscribe to this channel now and become part of a community dedicated to growth and success. 6. Train your mind through consistent practice. Getting rid of unwanted thoughts, feelings, and emotions is not something that happens overnight. It requires consistent practice and patience. Your mind is like a muscle that becomes stronger with training. The more you practice observing your thoughts, accepting your emotions, and redirecting your focus, the easier it becomes to maintain inner peace. Some days will feel easier than others, and that is completely normal. The important thing is to remain committed to improving your mental habits. Over time, your brain adapts to new patterns of thinking and responding. What once caused anxiety or frustration will begin to feel less significant. You will develop emotional resilience and a calm mindset that allows you to handle life's challenges more effectively. Consistency is the key to lasting transformation. Every small effort you make toward improving your mindset builds a stronger and more peaceful mental foundation. Remember that mastering your mind is one of the most valuable skills you can develop in life. When you learn to control your thoughts and emotions, you gain the freedom to live with confidence, clarity, and purpose. If this video has helped you understand how to manage your thoughts and emotions better, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share it with others who want to improve their mindset and live a more peaceful life.